Okay, everybody, more proof. Fallen Angel technology is here. This is BP Earthwatch. He's very informational. You should go to his channel if you aren't already there. Anyway, check this out. More proof about plasma technology.
March 29th, 2017. Guys, we just seen a series of videos that we've done about the wave of energy that struck the planet starting on the 21st. But let's go back to the 13th for a moment. I think something that started cranking up at that point is starting affecting a lot of the things here. But notice your timestamp, 15, 14, 21. At 15:16, 2 minutes later, this frame was taken out. It shows complete chaos within the solar system. Normally, the sun would, or the solar wind would be coming from the right, as you see in this image. But if something was coming from behind us and slightly to the right, the way that Jupiter was on the 13th, then we would possibly see what we're seeing in these gaps. They go from 4 minutes to 12 minutes. But look at this at 15:44:02. And what I want you to do is go back on the magnetopulse, which all you got to do is go to our website, bpearthwatch.com. In the center, click on magnetopulse, go to 3:13:27. Look at the data. It's all going to look like this. They've taken out maybe 10 or maybe 12 images, and these images were coming in pulses. Look at this, 15:56:02. Most of the pulses were at 02 during the time scale. Check this out. Complete chaos. It's not the energy is not coming from the right as you see it here in this particular image, but now it's coming from behind us and to the right. And you can see by the way that the polar magnetic field lines are pushed out, not pushing behind us to the left as you see here. But as we put in the missing frames, you'll see that there were pulses. Now, were the pulses coming behind us, or were the pulses a response from our magnetic field being affected from something on our planet? We've seen it before with CERN, and CERN's been shut down since last fall. But guys, over a year ago, I mentioned a particular experiment that had to do with San Grasso particle and neutrino field experiment down in Italy, and that they were beaming underground energy from CERN all the way through Italy and through a major fault zone. Extremely high energy all the way through there. And it's called the San Grasso neutrino experiment. But again, I'm just going to put in the frames here from the 13th that are missing, 15:16:02. Just look at the chaos, guys. You don't see this. They took these out. If you go to the 13th, again, go to our website, bpearthwatch.com, type in the 13th on the magnetopulse, you will not see these. These were pulses. Notice at 02, the timing is very critical. 1836:02 universal time, 1840:02 universal time. What would cause these fast pulses that would create this chaos and then allow the solar stream to take back over in between these frames? It took 33 hours for that to occur. But guys, that's not what we're seeing on the 13th. We're seeing these quick pulses, again, from 4 to 12 minutes. And they're timed perfectly at 02 seconds. What's happening, guys, is CERN has awakened, but it's not using that large 27-kilometer underground collision tunnel. I talked about this last year. They have developed a new technology called Awake that they can do this within 30 feet. Not 27 kilometers, 30 feet. It is just like the plasma field that has created Stargate in the movies. But it's called the Proton-Driven Plasma Wake Field Acceleration Experiment, or AWAKE. It's an accelerator and research and development project based at CERN. It is a proof of principle experiment investigating the use of plasma wake fields driven by a proton launch to accelerate charged particles. That was the whole thing behind CERN. But this plasma wake field is a type of wave generated by particles traveling through plasma. Whole different ball game. New technology, fallen angel technology, is getting perfected. Now, this plasma field, guys, only takes 30 feet. Doesn't take that great amount of energy, the cooling, the cost. It's like going from analog to digital, and it happened last year, but it says a weight will send proton beams through plasma cells to generate these fields. By harnessing weight fields, physicists may be able to produce accelerator gradients hundreds of times higher than those achieved in current radio frequency cavities. This will allow the colliders to achieve higher energies over shorter distances than is possible today. And what they're doing is they're going to use the proton beams from the superproton synchrotron at CERN. They're going to send these underground. Look at the chart. 732 kilometers at 11.4 kilometers depth from Geneva all the way to San Grasso through a fault zone, guys. It says the protons will be injected into a 10-meter plasma cell to initiate strong weight fields. No longer do they need the large CERN collider except for the initial protons. They're going to break that down and they're not going to need it at all. I said this last year. They have overcome the need for that tremendous amount of energy, a tremendous amount of coolant and acreage. It will be the first proton-driven plasma weight field acceleration experiment. Besides demonstrating how protons can be used to generate weight fields, stargates, Await will also develop the necessary technologies for long-term proton-driven plasma acceleration. Says this second beam, guys, that's created, once it gets to San Grasso, they're calling it the witness electron beam. And this is going to be accelerated and cause this weight field that was approved in 2013. And the first proton beams are expected to be sent to the plasma cell at the end of 2016. As we saw a little bit of activity there when I reported this. And now we're seeing it crank back up. But it's a collaboration between 14 institutes. This is worldwide. And guys, just a quick image of what you would be dealing with: a 30-meter accelerator with a plasma weight field. That's exactly what we're talking about, and that's what they were talking about at that point in time. Now, if you look, and this is a kind of a 3D walk around, this is all it takes now. It's not that giant accelerator. That's why it's shut down. They may kick it back on later in the year and create some energy, but what they're doing now is with their particle synchrotron accelerators are beaming this underground again through the fault zones to Italy. This is all it takes now, 30 meters. Let's go to live tonight, March 30th, 322. You've got the BTV, and you've got three beams when you're dealing with the plasma cells. They cut on the one on the left and right, guys. This has all been blank. Now we're starting to see it, 2300 hours tonight, Universal Time. Or let me back that up. This is CERN time, Geneva time, a couple hours difference. Look at the energy as they start to crank this up. Is that why we were starting to see on the 13th these pulses that were affecting our magnetopulse? They're saying 1,000 times more powerful than what was created at CERN. Guys, we're watching it. It's a heads up. Be safe.